shoot him a couple times.
All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the DaWeebs podcast. There have been some slight changes. Oh, and I don't mean the bags on my bed, but I'm talking about Isaac. Although, did we see this last podcast episode? We didn't, no?
My camera?
Yeah.
You did. Not at this angle.
Yeah. Not just that. Man has his PC built. Yeah, finally.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Funny story. It was a couple weeks ago. I went to go in to build it, and I had essentially finished building it. You know, we just didn't do the setup, but there was a slight problem with the computer. It's like whenever we turned on the power supply, it would just be flickering. So I had no idea what that was because I've never experienced this before. Whenever I build my computer, it worked fine.
And I don't know what that was because I don't have any PC knowledge.
And I didn't know what that was because I wasn't really paying attention until I saw it.
George
and
was
realized,
kind of
damn,
falling asleep.
I just have no PC knowledge. I was out the whole day, man. Can't blame me for wanting to fall asleep.
We were also out the whole day. What do you mean?
Nah.
You
guys are out like half the day, bro.
So anyway,
I literally went to your house to go bust with you, George. I was awake earlier than you were.
True story.
No, he's not wrong.
He
really did wake up earlier than me.
Did.
Diamonds.
Also, can I just say, the day you came to my house to build my PC, when I arrived at George's place, Kevin was just, like, out on his, like, in front of his front door.
Oh, yeah, because Kevin showed up before you and was like, hey, what do I do? And I was like, just show up before Isaac so that you're at least here. And then as I was going downstairs taking a shower.
Last to arrive. Not at his place, at the bus stop.
As always.
Yeah. Well, not always. Most of the time.
As always.
But anyway, yeah, so I had no idea what it was. I finished building it, but we just left it for next time. Or not next time, but we left it for Isaac to deal with it.
The graphics card didn't come in.
Yeah.
So we thought it was a graphics card issue.
Yeah. Or like not having graphics card, but I was like, it should still power on even without it. But I just left it up to that. Isaac gets his graphics card, I get in a call with him, he installs it, plugs everything in. Same problem. And then that's when I'm like, well, that means I'm gonna have to go in. So we planned for one day, but I couldn't do it because I had to run errands for them.
First, before that, you were like, maybe it's a cooler problem. Because you said you were having trouble with the screws.
Yeah.
I unscrewed everything. And it was only today that we found out that, well, first off, I couldn't screw it back in.
Yeah.
It was not possible. And then Judy comes over today, and then we open up the back plate, and then we realized that there was a thing that you need to.
There's a back plate that has on the motherboard that's supposed to stick in. That's where you screw it in. That fell back, or that fell off. So that's why.
And that was when we realized when I unscrewed the cooler, that was when it fell off, and that was why when I set my PC back up straight, there was like this weird thing moving around in the back plate.
Yeah, and why he couldn't screw it in properly. After we fixed that, I mean, we could have solved it pretty easily if you just opened up the back when I told you to.
No, I was too lazy.
Exactly. But yeah, so before I went in, I did some research on this problem, and then I found out that it was most likely a power supply problem. So I was like, okay, instead of running through...
You took out the power supply, and then one of the cables that's connected to the power supply just instantly pops out.
Yeah, it was the motherboard cable, and so I pulled it out, and then it just pops loose, and I'm like...
Oh, that's so funny.
And it was at that point when we realized that everything in that computer was not as...
Everything was not getting powered at all. Nothing was getting power.
Nothing was connected to anything.
Exactly.
The only thing that was actually connected was the graphics card. That was the one thing.
The graphics card and the CPU. I just double checked. I was like, yep, that's in. And then I was like, well, this explains a lot. We plug it in. I pull it out, flip her on, turn her on. I didn't put on the cooler yet.
2 revelations today.
Yeah. turned it on, and then it just worked perfectly. And I was like, well, goddamn, this makes my life easy. Literally the easiest diagnosis I've ever had to do. So then, I probably installed the power supply, probably put on his cooler this time. And yeah, my man's on his brand spanking new computer.
I have
Semi
to
new.
activate Windows.
Yeah. A semi new setup. So that's very, very pog. Oh, right. And speaking of, this is our first episode of the year.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
We were not planning
Man,
to
it's
have
been a
this out
whole
on
year since
January
we
1st.
recorded the episode.
Technically January 2nd, since
Yeah.
it's 12.
Whatever. What can you do? But yeah, it's crazy. 2022. I'm so used to saying 2021. I'm gonna keep saying 2021 for the next month. Then I'm like, wait, it's 2022. Like
Wow,
literally.
I sure haven't heard that since the beginning of 2021. Every year, it's always just the exact same conversation.
It's like,
Man,
oh,
I'm gonna be saying, whatever this
it's like,
past year was for like a couple months.
yeah. It's like,
Oh, it's
you
gonna be
bro, you
so.
can't say that. It's 2021. Oh wait, it's 2022. You can't say that, bro. It's 2022.
And every year,
Time to
I
make
put
up
on a
new
pained
rules for
smile.
2022. All
Every year, I
those
put
it's
on a big facade.
2021 rules that was made stays in 2021. Now it's time to make new rules. Racism accepted.
Oh my god.
That's my first rule.
Yeah, George was kind of going on a racism spiel before he joined in the call.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Why not?
What do you mean? Why not? I'm extremely glad I'm not there for that.
Why not?
But yeah, you guys do anything special for New Year?
I'll let Isaac go first.
I played a game with my family. That's it.
Ooh, what game?
It's like a
What game?
traditional Korean game.
What about the countdown part? Like anything special during that time?
Nope.
No. All right. George.
Okay, so you know how usually everyone goes to watch the countdown live from New York?
Sure.
No, I did
Well, that's
not.
what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what my family usually does. Where we just go to the countdown from New York and watch the ball drop. Um, so as we're kind of just sitting there, it turns 11:59. Then I realize, oh shit, we're about to miss the ball drop. So I take the control from the TV and go to YouTube, go to the ball drop, and I kind of just change it to it, just in time. And I click on the live stream, and then it's just the very beginning of like the live stream. Like, wait, why isn't it showing the countdown? I completely forgot that my family, since we do it for New York time, we have to do the countdown a little bit ahead.
Oh yeah, 3 hours
You know?
ahead.
Yeah. So then I looked, I was like, why is it there? And that's when my brother was like, New York is a different time zone, right? I was like, oh shit, oh yeah.
You stupid.
I backed out and I saw a video that just showed the actual like 50 seconds, and I was like, I still got time.
Yeah.
Clicked it. My brother had the watch I had bought him, like a new watch. So he was just counting down the seconds, and I moved it to the exact time, and we kind of counted down from there.
Pog.
It was nice.
Yeah.
We kind of gave each other hugs. It was like, Happy New Year. Really wholesome. Although I did into a call with my significant other, and we just had a nice 1 hour talk for New Year's. Since I couldn't see her.
Starting the year off right.
Yes, sir.
Man, this man already failed just me January. Look at this loser.
This is just me January.
Is it?
I forgot what all the months are called, but it's like
Yeah.
every single month is like correlated to being like single.
Yeah.
And it's really funny.
For me, I went over to sleep at my best friend's house, Benster, the good old, the man, the myth, the legend.
I was about to make a joke and say you weren't over here.
I
You said
went.
Benny too fast, and I was like, shit, I can't make it.
You know, you could have given us a chance, Judy.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
No one can
you
take the
could have
throne,
gave us
bro.
a chance to just slip in her.
No one can take the throne.
Oh yeah,
I've known that guy for too long. He knows all my secrets.
We're not your
I've
best
seen your
friends, but we're your close friends.
You're my extremely close friends. It's crazy how much.
Maybe a bit
Judy.
too close.
Yeah.
I've seen not only your cock and balls a couple times, but that ass.
Don't worry, he has too.
I'm saying it like,
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
oh,
he has too. But yeah, so
it is. I think it's astonishing the amount of times I've seen Judy's cock.
I mean, you guys have probably seen it more than he has, but
You just won't stop showing it, Judy.
yeah, because I talk to you guys online, and most of the time, whenever I talk with him at his parents' place, and
I just
I'm not
realized
trying to drop
Ryan
my.
had heard. I just realized Ryan heard in the previous Ryan. I realized he heard in previous episodes that you showed us your cock and balls.
Uh huh.
That has I. Mm, I
What's
wonder
wrong
if
with
he
it?
forgot about it and that he never brought it up. As in asking you, like, did you really? Hey Ryan, you
Oh
have
yeah,
a question to
absolutely,
ask him now. He
absolutely.
has?
I've. Oh no, has he seen my dick? He hasn't.
Oh,
No, I
no,
was
I meant
about to
like ask
say,
you a
if you
question
spend
about
enough
it.
time with Judy, he'll eventually show you his cock.
I've got nothing to hide, dude.
It's a
Like
sign that he's
I've
chosen
got,
you.
I've got nothing to
if
hide. Like
if
if you
Judy
ask, I'll do
shows
it,
if Judy shows you his cock, it's a sign of respect.
dude. Like if we're in a private place and you ask me to do it, I'll fucking do it, dude. I don't care. I've got nothing to hide. I'm an average Joe, you know.
I wonder how your future girlfriend is going to react to that.
I mean, as long as they don't take a picture and send it to everyone, then I'm chill.
How is your future girlfriend going to feel like you're just showing your cock to your friends just when they ask?
Hey, hey, babe, I'm showing my cock to the boys.
That just walks in. Why are you taking a picture of dick? The boys wanted to see.
Your girlfriend just calls you. Oh, hold on, babe. I gotta show my friends my cock real quick. I'll be there in a second.
None of them are girls, I swear. But yeah,
At
so
least, at least when you first start dating her, I could use that as like bragging rights. And seeing his cock more than you.
I've seen his cock more than you. I've also seen his fucking ass.
oh my god, that's fucked. So anyway, I go to the Benster's place, and I think we talked about it, but his girlfriend was allegedly supposed to be there as well, right? But like, I totally forgot about that. So when I walk in, so when he opens the door, I see her right behind him, and I'm like, oh, she's actually here. So that night, I spent with I was the third wheel to both of them essentially, although I didn't really third wheel. Well, kind of did. But yeah, so I got to meet his girlfriend, and then I spent time with him. Right before we, what do you call it? So before 11, we were watching. Am I blurry?
Yeah.
What the hell? Toxic
He's
out here,
still
dude.
not connected your webcam to your PC.
Nah, it's too much work. Oh my
He's
god, this is all just
he's so
ass, dude.
fucking lazy, dude.
Why does it look like ass, bro?
Because it's not connected to the PC.
Man, I don't care, bro. Make it look gooder. What's this one? What's this one?
Yeah, that sounds like another word right now.
What the hell?
I'll say.
Oh, there we go.
Better. Gosh,
Yeah,
I was like, what were you thinking I was gonna say?
So
Better, but I told you not to say it, George, didn't I?
No, didn't hear you.
So right before before 11, we start watching The Godfather, and we get like an hour into the movie, and then it was like 11:40, and then we were like, yeah, okay, let's take a slight pause, right, and we just like hung out for like 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, but like 10-15 minutes, and then 5 minutes, when it was like 5 minutes to count down, we went downstairs. We did the thing where like you eat grapes after what do you call it, after the New Year's, right, to represent,
What?
to like wish
What?
for each month, each grape You eat 12 grapes, each representing a month, and then you like make a wish for each month. Essentially, that's the
I've
idea
never
behind it.
heard of that.
I've
Really?
never heard of that.
I never heard of it until like 3 years ago when I first did it with them. I also had some bubbly wine. That was a trip.
Bubbly wine.
He got drunk.
No.
Let's
Um,
go.
Ooh,
I was
I'm drinking.
I was his mom was like, "Do you guys want do you guys want?"
Look at him, he's trying to deflect.
No, I was trying to get to the point where they asked us if we wanted to drink.
He was so stunned.
Oh yeah, so she said, "Do you guys want to drink some?" I think it was technically champagne. But yeah, she was like, "You guys want some champagne?" But the Benster was like, "Yes, absolutely." I'm like, "Oh my god, I guess I'm being roped into it." If everyone's doing it, I can't be like, "Yeah, I don't want to do it." Right? I mean, I could, but like, it's a
Trudy
special
wanna get
occasion.
fucked in the ass.
How many times have I heard Trudy say that? It's just like, well, I couldn't do, well, I could, but it's that I did.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
this is a special occasion. I'm not going to turn it down. You know, that seems like a fucked up thing to do when I'm the odd one out.
How
Like
many
it's the
times have I
responsible thing.
also heard that?
It's the responsible thing to do, but like whatever. But yeah, so like everyone else has like a proper like glass, right? Like a wine glass, and it's filled like halfway. I just have like not a shot glass, but like it's a mini wine glass, and it has like essentially only worth like a shot worth of alcohol in it, or the
They
drink in
gave
it.
you the beginner's worst.
Yeah, I mean, thank God they did, because I was like, I'm not a drinker, bro, and he's like, yeah, come on, bro, you should do it. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do it properly this time, because I technically have drinking some wine before, but it was by pure pressure, right? And it wasn't like out of my own volition. So this time around, it would have been proper. So, do the countdown, we toast, I drink it. I'm not a drinker, dude. Or at least not like, I don't know. Champagne is not, I don't know. I can't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. Maybe it's just because I'm not mature enough yet. My tongue ain't mature, but like, my tongue's not mature anyways. I can barely deal with vegetables. But yeah. So yeah, we cheers. They didn't have grapes, so we had to settle with blueberries. So down 12 blueberries. I don't remember any of the 12 wishes I wished for.
I wish to get a girlfriend each month.
Dude, actually, I don't even think I wished for that. Like, through any of the months, I don't think I wished for a
That's
girlfriend.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it kind of just passed my mind. I think for a majority of them, I was like, get rich, get rich, get rich. But, we don't talk about it.
It has a new priority now.
I did, before you continue, I did this prediction thing on TikTok. Can't really trust it, but you had a prediction video saying I was going to get a girl by the end of 2021. So, it said I'd be famous, and I don't know what for. That's all I'm going to say.
Man's gonna be part of a rape allegation, dude.
No, Judy, no. I was thinking maybe like streaming and stuff, or the podcast.
No, I think rape
Well, you
allegation would be
barely
funny.
stream.
Rape allegation
but
would
when
be
I
funny,
get to
bro.
buy a new headset soon.
Yeah, man, have his entire life ruined. Hilarious, dude. Peak of comedy right there.
No,
Entire life and
what?
every job opportunity just ruined, just thrown out the window, dude.
Oh, y'all hear EDP is in jail now?
I saw like a YouTube video about that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but it was just like in the thumbnail.
I was gonna watch a Moist video on it.
I don't really care anymore at this point.
Yeah. Where was I?
Talking about balls.
Right, so
blueberries.
I ate the blueberries, and then I was setting up the sleeping arrangement. He was like, "Do you want to sleep in my sister's room, or you sleep in my room?" And I'm like, I'll sleep in your room.
That's
I feel
awkward,
I feel
bro.
weird sleeping, because like his sister wasn't there, right? She like ditched us to go with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his sister.
I thought it was
No,
gonna
like,
be like
it's not gonna be. It's not that awkward. But yeah, he was like, his sister ditched us to go like do it with her. Not do it, but like celebrate New Year's with her boyfriend, right?
understandable.
Yeah. So
Understandable. Have a nice day.
what do you call it? So he was like, "You want to sleep in my sister's room or your room?" I'm like, "I'll sleep in your room. I feel weird sleeping in your sister's room." So set out the usual like sleeping bag / mattress thing. And then one of the biggest questions I had during that time was, where is his girl gonna sleep? Because like she's staying the night because like the next day they're gonna be taking the train to go to college, to uni, right? To get to their dorms. So I was like,
Oh, they're
where's
going back to
she?
dorms tomorrow
Yeah,
or today?
yeah. They have school on Monday. So
Damn.
yeah,
Damn, that's
One
gotta
night.
suck.
yeah. So I was like, where is she gonna sleep? And why would he offer me to sleep in his sister's room if, you know, it would make the most sense if she slept in his sister's room.
You tense mother.
You, Judy. Oh.
I mean, they're not gonna do it when his parents are home, obviously, and like at that late of night, they're rich, but like you can still hear them.
And man's about to get laid.
Obviously
Bro,
not, but they still want to cuddle.
They fucked plenty in college, in dorms. They're fine,
Yeah,
dude.
but still, man, it's New Year's.
They'd still want to cuddle with each other, and you being there just makes it awkward
Oh
for
no,
them.
they
Act like usual.
no, they did it. They didn't care, dude. And I was like, I didn't care either. So yeah, I go to sleep, and then I'm like, where's she gonna sleep? And then she just hops in bed with him. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then yeah, fall asleep at 3. I take some melatonin. I wake up at 6, and I'm fucking tired as shit. I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So like for the next 4 hours, I'm just on
Tired as
TikTok.
shit, asshole sore.
And then yeah, I was just chilling.
Man,
Bro, you know what's funny? She's taking a shower at his place before I've taken a shower at his place. I've never showered at his place ever. No matter, like I've
Ooh,
stayed.
not?
you jealous?
No, not at all. But it's just a funny. It's just a funny
Judy
fact,
jealous.
dude. I don't want to use his bathroom, dude. You know my stance about using someone else's bathrooms. I feel uncomfortable using that shit, dude.
Even with the best friend of like,
Dude, yeah, dude.
30
Like,
years.
I'm comfortable to the point where like I'll pee, but if I have to poo, I'll hold that shit in still. Like I can't do it, bro. Like I don't know. It's weird for me to use someone else's bathroom, right? Like I'll pee, I won't poo, and I won't shower, right? Like it's just weird for me to use someone else's bathroom. Man. Like, it's different. It's I don't know. It feels weird, you know. But yeah, that was the New Year's, and then today what did I do today? So we woke up. Well, today was the day I built your thing, but yeah, I woke up around. Well, everyone
To be
woke up.
fair, that was an extremely short amount of time. It was like an
Yeah,
hour max.
yeah,
You were in and out within like
within the hour. Yeah, it's a simple fix. Thank God, right? Like, but yeah. So essentially, what happened was, everyone got up at like 11. We had some breakfast, you know, and then I was gonna get there earlier, but you know, girls take some time to get ready, so that's essentially the reason why I was like relatively late.
I have 4 sisters. Women take way too long to get fucking ready. All I'm gonna say.
Yeah, like we just finished breakfast, and then we were talking a little bit, and we were like, oh shit, it's 11, or not 11. Oh shit, it's 1. We should get going. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna go get ready. And she took like,
family and I have learned to coexist.
yeah,
You both have seen my bathroom. You know how small it is.
yeah.
I share that bathroom with 3 other people.
It took her 20 to 40 minutes, I think. And then we drove to
Oh
Isaac's
my.
place. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the Americana." I was like, "Oh yeah, if you guys are still there after I'm done,
Yeah, I
because
was texting Trudy, and then he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave the house at 1." I was like, "All right, since he's going by car, I guess he should probably arrive here around like
yeah, 1:30."
1:30ish." And then I wait. 1:30 passes by. 1:40 passes by,
Yeah,
and then he arrives here at like 1:15.
yeah, exactly. It's it ain't my fault, bro. I swear. Like I was ready to go. The Benster was essentially ready to go, but we didn't have to wait on her to get ready. But yeah, so then I go to Isaac's, I fix his PC, then I head to the Americana because they were like, we're gonna go to the Americana because we need to buy some stuff. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. You guys are going to uni. And I was like, they were like, how long do you think it's gonna take you? I was like, shouldn't take too long. And they're like, you think you can meet up with us like afterwards? I was like, yeah, I probably could. I don't think it'll take too long. They're like, yeah, all right, let us know. So I go fill this thing. Oh my god. Oh, Oh, I just remembered the bus ride. Holy shit, this part was a pain. So first of all, I didn't have a mask, right? So I had to, ask them for a mask, and I got
Oh,
the
this man walk in with an entirely unwrapped mask. It was
yeah,
still in the bag,
yeah,
and he never took it out of the bag the entire time he was at my place.
yeah. I took it out once I was leaving. um, but yeah, so I looked because like I've never been around this area before. Like it's in Echo Park, but like I've never taken the bus from Echo Park to the Galleria. So I look at my phone and I'm like, what's the closest bus I can take? Okay, I can take the 16 and then the 92. And then I was like, so I walked to the 16 and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
bro, 16 is taking too long. So I just walked to the 94. Was it the 94 or 92? One of the two. Um, but then like as I'm walking the street, I notice a bus going by and I'm like, I feel like that's my bus. And then it leaves. And I get there, I refresh the thing, and it was my bus. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then the next one was scheduled to be to be there in 30 minutes, and I'm like, fuck that. Let's find another route. So that in itself was like a 20-minute walk, right? So then I look for another thing, another 20-minute walk, and get to the 603, and then bus there, and I'm like, fucking Christ. So then I walk to that one. Thankfully, I didn't miss it. Well, I get there, and there's already a bus there, and then it leaves, and I'm like, sick, great, amazing. But then, the next one was in like 5 minutes, so I was like, thank God. So then I catch that one, and then go to the mall, and then, yeah, I bought some stuff. Is my stuff here? Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's been in the shot the entire time.
No, this is the snacks, bro. I didn't buy that. I meant this. I bought some toothpaste, bro, because, I'm running out of toothpaste. What is this? I bought some floss, bro, because I never floss my teeth, and I figured, better late than never. And then face and body wash, because I don't have any face wash. I have plenty of body, not face. So yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong about better late than never, but hadn't.
Yeah, I've gone 18 years of my life without flossing. And then here's the mask that I used. I had no idea how to put this on, mind you, because it has the two straps like this, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I had to Google how to put these on. Yeah, it's apparently really easy. You just put that on, and then you hook it to the back. This shit's tight, dude. Like, I could, like...
That's just he said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You still have...
You're right. But, like, shit's tight. I was like, it was really hard to breathe in this mask. Like, the normal disposable masks, right? Like, these, right? Like, you can breathe fine, right? It's not, like, super tight where, like, it restricts your breathing. This shit does, dude. I was like, it was hard for me to breathe. Like, I literally had to pull it down, or else I would have not suffocated, but it was more difficult to breathe. I would have been able to withstand it, but yeah. Yeah. I buy that stuff, and then we dip, and then here I am. Played a bit of CSGO, and then, yeah. What a way to start off the new year, hey? What do you call it? Checking off everything that I've done for the past 18 years of my life. Same old, nothing new. It's a great time. What did y'all do today?
I played Apex and Minecraft with George.
Man, what the hell would that mean? That's toxic.
You're playing CSGO.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I didn't get to see Isaac
And
play
you
on
don't
his new
even play
PC.
Minecraft anyways.
Yeah.
We can still play Apex later.
No, bro, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed, bro. I'm striving on 3 hours of sleep, bro. I'm ready to pass out.
I'm also gonna
Bro,
go to bed after this soon.
Yeah.
what the hell?
So how was your day, George?
I decided to be really lazy today and sleep all day, but then my brother didn't see me throughout the entire day, so he was worried and thought I might have died, and decided to come ask my little brother to wake me up or to go check on me.
Reasonable.
And which he woke me up, meaning I couldn't fall back to sleep. So then I was like, "Well, fuck. I guess I'm fucked." So then I stood up, played what was it? Oh no, I went downstairs, watched a movie with my brother, and then played PVZ, thinking, you know what, might as well. And then I went upstairs to go to do the podcast, but then Shooty wasn't fucking there, so I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be sitting here with Isaac for a while. I thought it would just take like an hour, and then Shooty took like 4 to 5 hours.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Shooty.
It's not my fault, bro. Like, you know, I wanted to just play one game, but then all of a sudden 1 turned to 2, 2 turned to 4, 4 turned to 8, you know? Like, it's not my fault, bro.
That just immediately sounds like your fault.
I am very easily peer pressured, okay? If everyone in that group is like, let's go one more, I'm like, I really shouldn't, but fuck it, you're right. You know? Like, I'm like, if you peer pressure me to do something, I'll probably do it.
It's especially ironic when last episode you adamantly refused to record for hours.
I wouldn't say hours. Like,
Yes,
Hours.
it was hours.
1.5
Shooty.
at most, bro.
We wanted to record at
Hours.
10. We wanted to record at 10, and then we started recording at 1 in the morning. It was hours.
No, it's only 3, bro. Not too bad.
I'm still not forgiving you for that episode.
Turned out to be a good episode, though.
I hated it. Mostly because I don't remember it. Thanks a lot, Shooty.
Those are the best kind of memories, bro. Or not memories, videos. Because then you don't remember half of the embarrassing shit. You don't remember half of the embarrassing shit you say.
But it still exists on the internet, so fuck.
But that's funny, bro. It's like a guy. It's like cold ones, you know. They just get drunk on their show and then they do shit. It's funny, bro.
Yes, but they're known to do that, Shooty.
And
We're not.
we are now.
We're not known to get drunk on our podcast.
Yeah,
And
but
this blood motherfucker eating wears chips. Man,
Hold
fuck
on.
this guy.
I only eat 1 meal a day, and I wasted that. What I wasted on? I wasted that on breakfast. I had a Spanish omelet. It's pretty bog. It's like an omelet, but like in a pie, you know?
It's like an omelet, but Spanish. It speaks Spanish to me.
Oh wait, was it Spanish? I think it was. I think that's what Benny said. I don't remember. I just ate it.
I think an omelet is an omelet no matter what.
Well, it was like an omelet pie, right? Not your traditional like omelet.
You know what's better than an
Okay.
omelet pie? A cream pie.
Amen, brother man.
And hey, that's funny.
Bro, where my fries at, bro?
Oh shit, what'd you get? You got McDonald's, motherfucker?
No, I got where my fries?
Talking midway.
Potato corner.
I've never had
Oh.
potato corner before in my
Really?
entire life.
They're allegedly the world's best fries, bro.
That's what I've heard. Never tasted it. So I wouldn't know.
They're not that bad.
Also,
What
I
are
don't
fries?
consider myself a connoisseur of fries, so I don't really have an opinion on that.
That's my mom.
Or how the
my
British
father.
would say, chips.
Oh right. Also, I
Chips.
came home to find 2 little surprises that weren't mine. If you catch my drift, I'm kidding. But yeah,
Sorry I left my kids at your house.
It's horrible out for context.
it does. Yeah, no, I just come home and then there are 2 random kids I've never met before, in my mom's with my mom, and I'm like, huh.
Why?
It's we were just babysitting them for a couple hours.
Alright,
Yeah,
yeah.
because their parents were going out
You
somewhere.
told me about that.
Yeah. So I come home and I
Good
see them
job.
and I'm like, huh. And for the first 2 games of CS that I played, they were just watching me play, and I'm like, yeah, that's sick. And like they would repeat some of the stuff that I said, right? So like whenever I did call outs, I'd be like, bro, I hit him. They'd be like, bro, I hit him. Mom. It's just like a personal echo.
That's adorable.
It's
It is
just like that
adorable.
meme where it's like about your cousin, where
Yeah.
you just Trudy just turns around and just going like this, just like right up in your face.
Yeah. They were like literally like right here. Just like imagine standing just right here because they could like barely reach over the table, right? Their head is like
Man,
barely over the table, so they just have the hand on the table just watching me play. It was,
that's how kids normally are. They're always just like they have no sense of like personal space.
yeah.
So they always just like,
That's adorable. Man,
The
Chu just
goodbye
alright
turned
was
two
guys,
little kids into CS:GO players.
the goodbye was adorable
he's
because
training
like
the future generation.
the younger one came to my room and then he was like bye 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 bye. I was like bye bye. You know, she was adorable.
Man,
Never want kids though. Well, never, not never, but thank God they're not mine. I
I don't
am,
know. There would I feel like there would be a difference between taking care of someone else's kid and taking care of your own kid.
yeah, because like if I'm taking care of my own kid, I don't care like if I'm, you know, embarrassing myself, right? If I'm taking care of someone else's kid, I still kind of care.
It's also just a pain too.
Yeah, amen to
Sometimes
that.
kids can be big brats.
Yeah,
I think kids are only brats when their parents don't discipline them.
amen to that. Well,
But what do? Discipline the parents.
you discipline them
Kill
at a
two
young age,
birds
but
with
then it's
one
like
stone.
when they're teenagers, you know, obviously that's sort of the rebellious stage. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah, just a little grounding
Yeah,
doesn't
but
Why are we
we're in
hurt.
the
talking
rebellious
why are we
stage,
talking
man.
about this as if we weren't just haven't just come out of our rebellious phase? Like we're all
Dude, I
literally
was
just
not.
like
To
fresh
be
out of our
honest,
rebellious age.
to be honest, I was not rebellious.
Oh, dude, I
I
totally
was
was.
not a
That's what you
rebellious
think.
teenager.
When I was like 12, I used to tell myself that I was like, yeah, dude, I was never in the rebellious age. And then I thought back to myself when I was in like 12th grade, 12th grade, when I was 12 or 13, and I was like, yeah, no,
Man, I was a shit kid. What the
yeah, dude,
hell?
I was a dickhead when I was that young, dude. Like, what the
And
fuck?
I'd slap the shit out of myself.
Exactly. If I talk to myself, if 12-year-old me talked to current me, or current me talked to my 12-year-old
I
me,
would
I
bully
would,
my younger self.
yeah, dude, I'd be like, bro,
Absolutely, dude.
who the fuck do you think you are, bro? Like, hello?
Stop acting all narcissistic, you prick.
Yeah,
God,
exactly.
you
The only
pretentious know-it-all.
rebellious, the only rebellious shit I've ever done was in middle school.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was about it.
That,
Yeah, but like, I mean, high school wise, just I was very much not rebellious.
yeah, high school, I think we all were pretty tame. But
We're
like,
just lazy in high school.
yeah, middle school was when we were at our peak.
Middle school kids are terrifying.
Absolutely.
Dude, I fucking wrestle middle school kid, bro. Knock his ass out.
Not in the physical
Any
sense, but in the emotional sense, they will
in game,
absolutely wreck you, dude.
They
not
don't
really,
get
bro.
hurt, dude. They do not get hurt.
They don't hold anything back either.
Exactly, dude.
They just
You could
punch
make
it,
fun of their dead
punch
parent, they
it.
just laugh it off. Then they make fun of your dead parent, you're just like, bro, what the fuck, man? You're going a bit too far.
They'd make fun of your dead parents and then your entire family lineage,
Exactly.
and then proceed to say how much of a waste of space you are.
Exactly.
It's like, man, you didn't have to go there.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, man.
Man, I think the perfect way to get back at a middle school is just to remind them that when they're gonna become you, they're gonna reach your age,
No,
and they're
dude.
gonna be you.
The most
You
embarrassing
just
thing you can
start
ever
with that.
do is record them when they're young and then show it to them when
And
they're
then show
older.
it to them when they're
Yeah,
older.
dude, it's like
Nobody likes their middle
it's
school
just like
self.
you know what? I'll take everything you say, but hey, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna show this to you in 10 years. Let's see what you think then, bro. Let's see if you hold these same ideals, bro. And then like just watch them, just show it to them, and then they just totally die inside and cringe. Dude, that's like the best clapback because it's like at that point, you know, we're like, bro, we're fucking old already, right? What's another 10 years, dude? I don't care. It's gonna go by in like 2 seconds.
Nobody looks back in middle school and was like,
Yeah, I want to
yeah,
go
I had
back
a
to middle
fun
school.
time there.
The only time I had fun was in 8th grade. That was it.
Yeah, because you were leaving.
I was leaving, and then I found out, hey, it doesn't matter if you fail, we still can't keep you. You know, we can't hold you back. I was like, say less. You had me at don't hold me back, dude.
Oh, that was the best thing to learn in middle school. Is like, yeah, they can't really do anything to you if you fail.
It's like,
And I was like, really?
that's all I needed to hear.
Wait
So
a
like
minute.
second semester, I just did nothing, absolutely nothing, and then I failed half of my classes. Like the other class I passed because I did most of my work in class. Like the other half, I just completely failed. And then I didn't culminate, but like whatever, who the fuck cares? I don't literally. If you ask me how many people I
They
converse
still
with,
give you the fuck certificate.
they do. Yeah, they just mail
It's
it to
just
you.
you don't
just
go on stage.
Yeah, you just don't walk on stage. And it's like that's cool. Well, I don't care. Like, and I think the school, because like our school did a thing where like we're supposed to like rehearse, right? Like everyone has to go rehearse. So then
Yeah, even the kids who just walk
even the
stage,
kids who
it's
couldn't walk the
stupid.
stage would just be there. I think that's the way of the school trying to humiliate you. But at that point, I was just like, bro, what the like? This is
It's
just a
just
waste of
like, man,
time.
I don't even have to be in class. It's just
Yeah,
like a free
exactly.
free
I'm just
period,
like,
basically.
yeah, I'm just on my phone, and then like, I remember like a bunch of my teachers came up to me like, why aren't you walking? I'm like, oh, dude, I didn't pass like half my class. They're like, what? Because I was like a decent student, smart, I should say.
What's your Asian?
Yeah. So then like they were
I
really
was
baffled that I didn't pass, and then I was just like, yeah, like I don't, they can't hold me back, so I'm not gonna, try.
It's
I'll
just like
try in high
rumors.
school, but
It's
like,
just like rumors start between the teachers. Just like, hey, you hear about this Asian kid? He failed half class. Crazy, right? Never heard anything like it.
how he's still
I
alive, no one
was
knows.
How
I
his
was a
parents didn't kill
menace.
him? Man, I got no idea, bro.
Oh, I was a menace to every teacher. I was a menace. Oh, I disliked my middle school teachers. There was only a few handful that I actually enjoyed. But I remember I was like, you know what? 8th grade, I'm just gonna not care anymore. I'm just gonna be a menace.
That reminds me of a
Oh,
story, actually. My
I made every teacher mad at me.
my
Man, it
eighth
was
grade science
fun.
teacher was super sensitive all the time, so he would always like yell at us, and he would constantly tell us to shut up. So,
Why is it always the
uh,
science teachers, dude?
I don't know,
It's always
man.
the science
Kind
teachers.
of weird, dude. And
I
then
I have a similar
we
story, but
had
I'll let
like
you finish. Yeah.
we had like a group project, and since my friends were at the front, I was on like the opposite side of the desk, so I was right next to the teacher. And then we were like doing an experiment with like play or something, or like
Yeah.
play or like something that involved that. And then I made like a tiny like person, and then my teacher was getting upset. And then as a joke, because like you can joke around with the teacher, he was like constantly like emotions flip on like constantly. So like one minute he's super happy and he's like joking around with you, and the next minute he's like super mad. So I thought he was still in that like, hey, I'm so serious. So
Oh boy.
I was like, hey, do you like my person? He was like, no. I was like, all right.
You like my person? No.
Oh my god.
Some random teacher. Oh, that's
I remember
sad
he
but funny.
specifically turned and like yelled at me. I
Sad
started to
but
go
so
on to like
funny.
lecture the entire class.
Oh my god, dude.
I was like, I'm sorry.
Man, I was like, that's fucked up, bro.
My bad, dude.
Your person must have really sucked, bro.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. I had a similar thing, but like not as bad as like emotionally flip. But it's just in 8th grade. I think I told this story before, but our teacher, if you weren't paying attention or you weren't behaving in class, he'd make you do like respect letters, right? Or like you would just write like, "Oh, I won't do this again," and you'd write like a few pages of that, right? And then you'd give it to him, and then And like he'd always mark you down, right? And keep count of how many respect letters you did. No one ever did any of them. And he was like, "Oh, I'll give you a U on that." It's like, but then it's like, bro, it's fucking 8th grade. No one cares, right? So yeah. So I remember we were talking like bonds, like hydrogen bonds and like like what bonds atoms together and stuff. And then he was talking about like how something about the stars, and he's like, "What type of bond do these stars use, or like these gases use to stick together?" And then one of
James Bonds.
someone in the back just yells out, "Sexual bonds!" And then the whole class just like turns back to him, and then like the teacher just gave like the
Oh
death
my
stare. He was
God.
like he just gave him like a shocked death stare. It was like the shocked Pikachu, and he was like, "Respect letter," So he had like an accent. I
Dude,
think he's like
that's like
he's like
the most
Lebanese.
awkward.
Yeah. So like he's Lebanese, so he had like an accent. He was like, "Respect letter. You stay after class, and I talk to you about what you said." Right? and then everyone's just laughing at this point. And then he continues on with whatever he says. And then so a couple friends and I wait for him afterwards, because we're like, "What the fuck happened?" And he's like, "Boys, I staked the shit out of my way." What did I just say? I snaked my way out of that shit, bro. And we were like, "What the fuck did you say?" He was like, I convinced him that it didn't say sexual. I said sensual. And at that point, I'm like, there's no difference. Like, they're both essentially the same thing. And he was like,
"The way you still lost."
Yeah. But then, yeah. But he was like, but get this. This is the kicker. He let me go since, I don't know, like, I convinced him. I said sensual, and he let me go, and I don't have to do the respect letter. I'm like, what? Okay. But yeah.
To be fair, the teacher was a science teacher, not an English teacher.
Yeah.
That's all
And
I'm
like,
saying.
so I feel bad for the guy because he's not like a bad teacher, but because of his overbearingness and his respect letters, it's become so much of a meme that like a lot of students really disliked him. Like, we disliked him, right? Like everyone who had him disliked him. I didn't mind him too much. He was like, whatever, you know. But like everyone who had him disliked him, and like I remember just like scrolling through Instagram, when I became a freshman, because obviously in high school, right? Because obviously like I knew a few people that were in middle school, so I followed them. Some of them had that same teacher, and then they actually like banded together and got a petition and signed. I don't even know how many people, but like hundreds of students signed on that petition to get rid of him. And I was like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Wasn't even that bad of a teacher. Yeah, dude, it was gnarly. But yeah, I love that class. There are so many funny moments, and then just his reaction, just like he would always go to his like his roster and then mark down who needs to do a respect letter. It was great.
I just like to imagine just like every single time he like before he gives out the respect letter, he's just like
Bro, oh,
the death stare,
dude,
and then he just slowly reaches his hand in.
he looks exactly like the Incredibles, the teacher from Incredibles, the like balding glasses teacher. That's like he's like the spitting image of that teacher, dude. Like, they are one and the same, dude.
No way.
100%. I'll show you after. I have a picture of me and him. He looks exactly like him, dude.
I think not.
I think not.
But yeah, I'll show it to you after we record, because I'm not trying to
That's
face a
crazy.
name drop. But yeah, it was great. So yeah, we just memed his
Teacher
class.
that got petitioned to leave, man. You're a pretty funny guy. You sound like a pretty cool guy, man.
I don't know what happened with him after all that. Like, I never kept up with it because I'm gone.
When do
from
you
that.
ever keep up with teachers, dude?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gone from that school. I mean, I follow a teacher of mine back from 7th grade on Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a really chill teacher. Everyone loved him. So yeah, I follow him on Instagram, and then I'll see his stuff occasionally. Pretty wholesome.
you know what your petition thing reminded me of?
What?
In junior year, my science teacher quit like halfway through second semester, so he had a bunch of subs.
Uh-huh.
One of the subs, everyone disliked him.
Pog?
They found out his first name. They doxed him,
Oh my
and then
god.
they got a petition to like get rid of him,
Oh my god.
and that was when we got a new sub.
Yeah, dude, high school, like petitions in middle school, not that bad because like they're not old enough to like really do anything. But like if there's petitions in high school, like everyone's smart enough to do shit, dude. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Like,
Anyway, shout out to
I
Gary.
was I was about to say, do petitions even work? Like,
sometimes, yeah. If you bring it to like the school board and stuff, they like kind of have to pay attention, and then it's up to them.
Depends
Yeah.
on what, I guess, really.
Yeah. It's like that time we had to what do you call it? Present for trying to get more funds for the what do you call it? The campus news shit.
oh,
Have I told
no,
that?
yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
pretty
I don't think
easy.
I've told that on the podcast.
I don't
Have
think
I
you
I?
have,
want to
but
find the video of George reviewing, what's it called?
Tomato
The
pie.
fresh, yes,
It's
yes. I
iconic,
want to
dude.
rewatch that video. I was so proud of seeing George in that video. I literally turned to like the person singing it. I was like, hey, that's my friend right there. That's my friend. That's George. No way.
So for the presentation, right? So it goes, we go into class one day, and then our teacher, he's like, "Hey, who's willing to stay after school to like present? Like trying to get more funds for us to buy the stuff that we need for our program, right?" And I was like, I really didn't want to do it. But then he was like, "Oh yeah, someone else is gonna be talking." So then I was like, "Oh yeah, then fucking fine, I'll do it, right? I don't mind." Um, like I'll stay there. I'll just be there. I'll just be like, I'll be the backup singer. I'll voice out some opinions and whatnot. But um, so we decided. So George and I decided to stay afterwards and do it. And mind you, we
well,
don't.
no, the teacher told me like we need one more person. Can you do it? And I was like, I mean, am I missing classes? And he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'll do it.
That's all you had to say. Could have just said
It was
that.
literally all he had to say. Yeah, all right, I got it.
So George and I decided to go and do it, and like come after school, we go in and we get the script, and I'm thinking, okay, we'll have some time to review this. Hopefully the meeting's like a couple hours away or whatever, and then we'll just present. He's like, yeah, so you guys have like 20 minutes to review all of this, and then you guys are gonna have to present in front of a bunch of teachers, the principal, the vice principal, everyone, like a good majority of the staff, and then we're just like, pardon? So I didn't mind it too much because I didn't think I was gonna be the speaker. I ended up being the speaker. So
He
Oh
lied.
yeah. So
He got you
the
good.
so like this is like
as soon
junior
as we
year,
get
right?
there,
So
it's
it's
just
like I'm chilling, right? Because there's a senior there. I'm like, oh, I know this guy. This guy's a senior. He's probably more comfortable doing this kind of thing. I don't have to do it. We review the script. Boyd goes. I just dropped his name, whatever. But yeah, Boyd goes over the script and like what we should say, what we want to try to get. Like what's the benefits and of getting this money. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. And I'm like retaining most of it. And then I'm pretty sure we had a conversation where we were like, so who's going to be speaking the whole time? And then we all just like looked at each other with like blank faces. We're just like, And then eventually it just got put onto me and I had to do the speaking. So the time comes, right?
I don't know why I find that so funny.
We go to the principal's office and it's like, oh yeah, no, the meeting's not here. We go to a different room. Go to the different room. Principal's there. Vice principal is there. There's like so many alumni. There's even some parents there, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And so they had like a list on who goes when, right? But then they were just like, fuck it, fuck the list. Who wants to go first? And then like, obviously, I'm not gonna raise my hands. Like, are you crazy? I'm not fucking stupid. So some of the teachers go, they bounce off, they vibe, and I'm like, I'm there, I'm laughing, whatever, but like I feel so awkward because it's like 3 teenagers and then like all adults over like 30 plus. We're just there, just like yeah, and like everyone's presenting their case, and then it finally becomes our turn. Everyone gets like a copy of like what we're trying to get, and then I do the presentation. I was like, yeah, so we want to get this and this and this, and then like I wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared a little bit, but then the parents and the teachers go, okay, so you want this? Why do you want this? And then at that point, I was like,
Because I like money.
well, we want this because of this reason, and then it's gonna help us in like these certain situations. And obviously, you can't foretell the future. It's just nice to be prepared for that situation, and blah 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 blah. Like literally, we were just pulling shit out of our asses at that point, right? Just to because I was not ready. We weren't ready for this. We were given 15 minutes to prepare, and I was reading the script, not answering questions about the things we want to try to get. And like this is coming from everyone.
Boyd kind of looked at you and he was like, in a way of like, why are you reading the script? You're not supposed to be reading that right now. You're supposed to be going off like memory. And
yeah, I'm like, bro, we had 15 fucking minutes to prepare for this shit. You think I'm not gonna go off the script? You're out of your fucking mind. So yeah, we got through it, and then I think we wanted like, I don't remember how much we wanted. I think we wanted like $5,000 as a grant, and we ended up getting half of that, so we got 2,500, which was very pog and very embarrassing because I'm not a public speaker, and I hated it, dude. I like my legs were shivering, and like it was horrible, and like it at that point I was over it, right? But then like the following days, some of the teachers that were there at the presentation, they were like, hey, good job presenting, and it just made me remember everything. And then I just felt my face go red, and I would just be embarrassed, and I'm like, oh fuck, I did that. Thank you, like I'd be like, thank you, yeah, it's really good, yeah, thank you. But like I was just like remembering everything that happened, and it was horrible. It was a horrible time.
I remember. Did you talk about how like certain things like the lamps or lights and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when I forgot what it was, but it was something that we like desperately needed, and I think me and you didn't know how to sell it, but I was able to sell it pretty well.
Yeah. Like,
man, I pulled that shit out of my ass.
Bro, some of the shit, like literally we had to just pull it out of our ass, dude, because like we were given 15 minutes of prep, and he was like walking us step by step. Okay, this is the script, this is what you need to say, this is stuff we want to buy, here's why we want to buy it. Like it's that, right? But then sometimes, the parents and the teachers would ask some questions about, and then occasionally we'd get stumped, and then, Boyd would have to answer. But yeah, it wasn't a fun time. It was horrible. 3 teens in a, faculty meeting, essentially, trying to present a case on why we should get more money for our program, which we did, and which is very pog. I'm glad I did it. We got more things to play with, essentially, that we only got to play with for like 2 months, because then second semester COVID hit, and then everyone had to stay home, and then 12th grade,
all that money wasted. Mm-hmm. That's great.
If I'm correct, my sister's been using it because she's in campus news.
Pog?
Yeah.
So. Nice.
Bro, yell at your sister, bro. Like, where's that episode, bro? It's been 2 months since the last campus news episode.
I don't know, man. She's barely been in
work. What are you doing?
I think it might be editor situation where
I don't know. It may be, but like there's Donovan, there's Kevin, there's still a good number of editors.
At the same time, a lot of the bigger editors that stayed, like you and I forgot who else, but a couple of the seniors, are gone now.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's
much harder. It's been 2 months, and then like even then, like Ralphus does edit quite a bit. Donovan edits quite a bit. Like when we were seniors, it was mainly like Donovan. It was mainly Donovan, Kevin, Rafa. I'd do it occasionally here and there. So like I don't know, it's really strange. It's been 2 weeks. 2 months. It's been 2 months since the last episode.
Like, and should he be like, get me in touch with the editors right now? I want them on the line right now.
Bro, where's the episodes, bro? I'm trying to see what's popping, bro. Like that's the shit that I put my legacy into.
There's a lot of numbers that give out special favors. Say that on plastered on the walls. Apparently, according to Remy.
Judy really likes editing, yet
No, I
motherfucker.
hate editing. What the hell? I
Hey, he
I
never
like
said
recording.
once that he
You
liked
you
editing.
I
you
like
enjoyed editing a little bit with Campus News.
Yeah, well, that's because like no one else would do it. And
Really?
I'd just be like,
Most
yeah,
of the time, I
whatever.
heard Judy complaining about it.
I
No,
mean,
yeah, he complained, but I can see on his face because he took
like,
a lot of care of editing.
yeah, because I hate editing because I try to be a perfectionist and that I try to. There's like so many good moments that I think are good, but like they don't fit the script, and that's the hard part, right? It's like it has to flow nicely because like if you edit one segment really well, but then the next segment is shit, right? It's gonna be shit, right? So you have to edit everything like essentially the same way, right? And with the
It's
same
not a
flow.
problem with editing. It's a problem with editing with restrictions.
Exactly.
Things that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah. So I always try to keep this moment because it's really funny, and then like it makes the segment too long, so then I have to cut it out, or I have to cut out some other part, and it's just the whole mess, and it becomes really hard. Um. So yeah, that's the part I hated. But like actual editing, yeah, it was fine. I was like, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a nice way to kill some time. Um, but yeah, most of the time I enjoyed recording everything. It was great, dude. Just being out there, just like doing shit. I hated interviewing too. I don't know why. I got put into so many situations where I just had to do shit. I'm just like, fuck me, dude. Which is why I was glad I had George at the tomato pie thing, because like I think we stayed late and they were like, hey, we need you guys to like film the thing for tomato pie. Can you do it real quick? We were like, yeah, sure, I guess. I was like, what do we get out of it? You got free pie.
Well, no. It was the same day we had to do the kind of presentation thing with the
Oh, it
asking for more
was,
equipment.
dude. Holy shit,
It
it
was,
was.
and
Oh,
I forgot what
No
happened, but
way.
it
Boyd
was.
told us right after that, like, "Hey, can you guys film? Like, we have this important lady coming by who
Yeah, it's
needs
like we need to like get an ad for them because they're like a fundraiser or charity thing, and then like they'll essentially allow us the grant, right? Like give us even more
yeah."
money. And we were like, I guess we can. What do we need to do? And then it was like, you guys need to make like a small little ad about tomato pie.
And that was where the infamous video was
That's
born.
that's where
Let's
the infamous
go.
video was born, dude.
I want to watch
I
it again,
totally
dude.
forgot that was the same day, dude. Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my god.
If I'm correct, I think she had offered because we were like, it was late. Not only that, but
Yeah.
we didn't eat.
Yeah, we haven't eaten the whole day.
So she was like, "You guys hungry?" Or fucking me and Trudy looked at each other and we were like, "Yeah, we're hungry."
Yeah, yeah. So then she
George's ratings weren't based off the ad. It was based off of
It
his
was
hunger.
based off of pure hunger. Well, no, because she was like,
The ad
"Yeah,
had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, I would need you guys to be like pretty authentic, make it seem like you're giving real like fucking ratings for this pizza."
Or just like, dude, I don't care. Just give me the food.
Yeah, I was really like, man, I'm gonna eat this pizza and act like I fucking love it. Me and Trudy went through very different kind of ways of recording it. With I think what we settled with was what came out, which
Yeah.
was
The
me
vlog
eating the
style,
pizza
yeah.
at the end, and we're like, man, this is
Man, they should
some
bust it, essentially.
this is some really good tomato pie, and then that's how it ended, I think.
Yeah.
And I I hated it because I was so fucking hungry and tired.
This is why I love being the cameraman, dude, because then like you just like no one will know it's you. No one knows that you did the embarrassing shit with that person. I was like, hey bro, I was there
Except for the person who was there with you.
Exactly. Like, what are you gonna say? Oh yeah, this guy was with me, but it's like, oh, we don't believe you. We didn't see him. What the fuck?
He didn't show up on camera. He doesn't exist.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly, dude.
God, Chidi just walks up to George's camera. Hey, George, how's the food tasting? George was like, oh, this shit's awesome,
That's
dude.
essentially like how he walked up to me, like he was about to ask me a question.
Yeah.
And then George just goes, oh, dude, this shit's busting.
Yeah.
I remember making small puns within the video, and then
Yeah.
essentially just having because it was fun, but it was also
Yeah,
very
we
tiring.
were just given so much freedom. We were like, what the fuck should we do? Like, we've never done an ad before, you know?
Yeah,
This is
we
our
were given
first
no
time.
script. They were like, just get it done,
Yeah, so
please.
then we were just like, fuck it. You know, it was during the time where like vlogs were still popping. We were like, fuck it, let's do it like vlog style, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
we did it.
Hey guys,
and...
what's up? It's your boy Judy back with another food
Nah,
review.
bro, it's George, bro. What the fuck? I wasn't in front of camera.
hey, what's up,
I'm here
Logan?
with my buddy George. He's joining me today on this epic food review. Today we're going to tomato pie.
I remember walking up because what me and Judy were like planning was like, oh yeah, I walk up in frame like, fuck, I forgot what I said.
Just come on in.
I walk
you
up
know?
into frame like if I run into Judy, like, oh hey, you know,
Yeah. Oh, hey, come on in, you know? And
and then
I'm so awkward already.
yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
Is looking back on it, it's fucking cringy as shit. But like, it's
Yeah,
so
and
good.
It's like
so
school news.
good.
What are you gonna do about it, dude?
Yeah.
Anything you make in school news is gonna be like so embarrassing to watch back.
Absolutely. Which is why I could never watch. Like, so like what we would do is like what Boyd would do is he occasionally, once the episodes were done, he'd make the class watch it and be like, all right, critique the videos. And then if it was a segment that I did or I was a part of, I'd run to the other room. Because this is like, there's the writer's room where we would watch it, and then there's like the actual media center where like we record where all our equipment is, right? So when my part was in, I'd just pop on the hood and then just fucking book it into the media center and just hide, dude. Like, I didn't want to listen to it either because like I hate my voice and like it's just horrible.
Oh, dude, I'm getting PTSD flashbacks from the steak dinner. Oh my
Oh no,
god.
dude! Why'd you
Oh
remind
my
me,
god.
dude? Oh my god, that was so bad.
Uh,
This was
you wanna know
like,
what's funny, Isaac?
dude.
None of it was
You wanna know
funny.
what's real funny?
Boy.
After we finished filming, I looked at the employees from Tomato Pie, and they all had a smile on their face, and that's when I figured out they were all laughing,
Yeah,
and they all
was-
saw nothing but funniness.
yeah, it was great.
Then
God.
we ran into a teacher.
Yeah, dude,
That was-
that was great. I like that. Literally was unscripted. We were just like, you know what? Here's this random person. Let's ask them what they think of the place. And it was a teacher. She was the special ed teacher, and yeah,
Oh, no way.
yeah, that was pretty.
She was with her
Bro, what are the
kids.
chances, dude?
Yeah, right. We were just
the
like,
hell?
fuck it.
That's crazy.
It really was.
That sounds like the most unenthusiastic. That's crazy. I've
Yeah,
ever heard.
that's so crazy.
Bro, that's oh man, it is crazy.
I'm about to
Man,
fall. I'm like at my wit's end. I'm about to fall asleep. All right.
Well,
Call me
if
some
that's the
pie, baby.
case, thank you all for tuning into this episode of the DaWeebs podcast. We hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next episode. See ya.
bye.